Hello, I'm back with a very short video because I got so slack at the end of this holiday that there's hardly any content. So here we are in Pompeii. We spent one night in Naples and we took an early train there and then dropped our bags and took a train to Pompeii to do a guided tour. So we walked around the ruins. There is no shade because there are no roofs because the ash from the volcano destroyed them all. But you still see the remnants of most of the city, including these marble installations. So pretty cool. You've got big old Vesuvius in the background here. And you're about to see some remains, so beware. Here they are. So they have, I think, 2 or 3 bodies on display at Pompeii. The rest are at the museum in Naples, I think. I may have made up that fact. But yeah, to be honest, it was a little underwhelming after being in Rome and seeing the Colosseum and the Roman Forum, because essentially Pompeii was just a town. But if you understand the history of the town like I did, I found it far more interesting than Tyler. It also turns out that Pompeii was a little bit of a brothel town, so you came here for a particular reason. So the tour guide was telling us a lot about the different buildings and what they were used for. This was really cool. I loved seeing all the chariot wheel marks in the roads. But yeah, would I recommend? Absolutely. I think it's something that you need to tick off your list. Definitely get a guide because they have so much more knowledge and little tips and tricks that you would just walk straight past if you were there on your own. So yeah, now we get to the biggest house in Pompeii, which was really cool actually because it was well intact. This was the highlight, which was the natural pool from the rain. That was the entryway to the house. These were the gardens, and you can see that the paint on the wall was still intact. And this helps us to have an insight into, either the daily lifestyle or the things that they valued or what they believed in from that time period, which is really, really cool.
All the South of Italy was a Greek colony, actually.
In a Greek language, they speak even a Greek language.
Here's another shot of the big bad boy that did it all, but on the right hand side here is the amphitheatre. And fun fact, Pink Floyd actually played a gig there. So we only had a couple of hours really in Naples to explore, so we went to this famed street food street and it did not disappoint. This is deep fried pizza.
Jesus Christ.
Woo-hoo!
Holy moly.
After we had indulged in all of the street food that we could possibly manage, we made our way down to the harbour, which was beautiful and peaceful and gorgeous in the sunset. So if you're staying in Naples just for one night, you must get down to the harbour for sunset. We had dinner at a restaurant which was probably a little overpriced, but this was the view and it was definitely worth it. Sometimes you need to splurge for the view. Doesn't mean the food is going to be as good though. It's actually probably one thing that we learned. You pay for the view and not for the food.
Or the train ride.
I hope our little place on
And that is it for Naples and Pompeii. We are now on our way to the next location, but I thought I'd include these gorgeous shots from above. So yeah, next spot is by the seaside, and can't tell you any more than that because it's our big old secret, so stay tuned. Ciao!